So we're drilling down today, trying to just find out where this thing is going, not just here in Illinois, but across the country. And it's a huge day in politics, no question about that. Joined now by Attorney Sam Adams Jr. and Communications Director for the Illinois Opportunity Project, Kathleen Murphy. Thanks, guys, for being here once again.
Thank you.
Early morning for you, I know, but thanks for being here. So first of all, I'll start with you, Kathleen, in terms of Donald Trump. Now, if he can take Florida, and if he can take Ohio, of course, it's too close to call right now. But if he's able to win Florida and Ohio, a lot of experts say basically it's done. Do you buy that?
I've heard those projections. Actually, there has been a lot of late surge in Illinois. So Trump's ahead in the polls, but Cruz has been everywhere yesterday and today. There's been a really strong push from his campaign. So if he can pull off the upset today and take Illinois and do well in the other two states, then even if Trump wins in Florida and Ohio, there still is a path for to the victory for him, just based on the delegate count. Because even though Trump will have the delegate deficit, it hardens the case for the mano a mano. The plurality of delegates is then just redistributed, because if Trump wins, Rubio's out, Kasich is out. So,
so it's a one-on-one race.
There is a path for Cruz if he can win in Illinois.
Right, that's a big if. All right, Sam, on the Democrat side. Let's look at this thing. Bernie Sanders, of course, stunned the political world with the win in Michigan last week. He's in play in at least 3 of the states today. What is it that is going on with him and his campaign that has been able to resonate, that he's gaining momentum and has a chance, maybe, to steal this thing from Hillary Clinton?
In its message, you got to understand that there's really a dichotomy in thought in this country, from the East Coast to the West Coast, which is big government versus trying to limit government. And Bernie is hitting and resonating with people who have this idea that there is too much wealth in a 1%. And that the rest of us are paying too much taxes. The rest of us are not getting the kind of education that we deserve. The rest of us don't have the things that we need because of the top 1%. And that government needs to step in and stem that tide. Now, that's something that's very powerful in states such as Michigan, where we have a Flint water situation where it looks as if the government knew what was going on and then didn't cap and change that. Or in a state like Illinois, where we have Laquan McDonald coming forward, and you're seeing these things where government, which is certainly police officers, doing these things, and that the government, as many people believe, are hiding those type of things. And so those who believe in that, those who see that, Bernie resonates with that when he says, listen, I can not only show you where the problem is, I have a way of fixing it, and that's government.
Okay. Let me jump in, too, real quickly. John Kasich is hanging around and seems to be gaining some strength in certain areas. He may win Ohio today, his home state. Is it too little too late, or can a victory in Ohio and a winner-take-all delegate situation change the dynamics of this race moving forward?
I really think it's too little too late for John Kasich. He is out. I think he's a little different than Rubio, that he won't get out of the race because he's in a different point in his career. John Kasich has been in the Senate. He's been the governor. This is really the last stop for him, whereas Marco Rubio has to consider his political future, and he needs to get out. But I really think that he's not going to. And if it goes to a contested convention, maybe he can hang around long enough, but I don't see it happening for Kasich.
10 seconds for me, Sam. Who wins the Democratic primary in Illinois today?
I believe it's a small turnout. It's going to be Hillary Clinton. Big turnout. It's going to be very, very close, and I think Bernie could eke it out with a big turnout.
All right. And Kathleen, on the Republican side, is it Trump, is it Cruz?
I'm all in on Cruz.
You're all in on Cruz. Now, is that your personal belief, or you think he's really going to win?
I think he's going to win.
Okay.
I think he's going to do it.
All right. Well, Kathleen, Sam, thanks very much for being here, sharing your thoughts. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.